Teen-centric.
Teen-centric.
You're listening to Teen-centric.
Teen-centric.
KPPQ, LP Ventura, 104.1 FM.
Never thought I'd be like this. I never thought I'd be like this. Never thought I'd be like this. I never thought I'd be like this. Stuck in the bathroom for hours, doing dope next to the person I love. Walking hours for hours all over town, looking for foil on the ground. Not knowing what to do, just know time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. I lost all my respect, and especially all my values just for drugs. I live on the streets, and I am only 18 and addicted to drugs. I wish my family knew how much I love them, but I'm just addicted to drugs.
Who is that girl in the mirror? She looks like meat, but I've never seen her. She's either too big or not enough. Flaws run through her body like the blade went through her skin. She is not who I am or want to be, but she looks like me. Who is she? Who is she?
I know all about the drugs, they hide inside the music. I know the priest told you about them too. You came home dead set on what you had to do. He said demons and drugs and the rock and roll thugs. If I wanna grow up nice, I better give the music up. The melody was the remedy. They kept me up, you never approved of my sleepless nights. You can bury my records in the backyard. When you're not looking, I will ding them back up. You can bury my body in the backyard, and when you're not looking, I will dig myself up. The words that bind my hands rebel. I'm trying to hide these notes too well. I can't pretend anymore. I spit on the black and white keys. I let my feelings say it for me. Sometimes my spirit is so scared. I swear these lyrics write me. These lyrics write me.
11 months and 11 days apart. You will always remain in my heart. We have our ups and downs, but girl, I'll always be around. As for you, you're quick to change faces. Never realized that I needed your help. I waited for you to stand by my side and tell me, Lulu, everything is going to be alright. Like the day I told you I was raped by our father, you walked away and called me a liar. You never understood how I felt, but you sure showed me how to be hated. It broke my heart to see you cry. You will always believe he was Superman, till you saw the devil in him. I hate myself for not being there for you. I was so deep in my thoughts, I felt like I had to ease my pain, dancing around with the devil for 2 years, letting him lead me on. I finally realized that I have the power. We have the power to change people's lives.
Super skinny runway models tell me I am nothing more than the size of my jeans. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. I'd be called that word for the first time in the 5th grade. Such a nasty word, rooted in hate. I could hear it ringing in my great-great-great-grandmother's head on Sunday mornings before church. I was called a nigger before I was ever called smart. It is my first day of junior high. I am catcalled on the very first day. The first time I realized that my black was not something to be celebrated, simply just an option. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. Lightning creams and silky silk hair, ginormous billboards of what I'd never be. I don't wish that you knew. I could turn on the TV and see Michelle Obama, as black as the sky that makes the stars shine. And I can turn to the next and see 17-year-old Trayvon Martin, as black as can be, as black as the sky that makes the stars shine. Black just like me, shot with his hands up. I don't wish that you knew, standing in front of the mirror, analyzing every single inch of my body. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. I was pretty for a black girl before I was ever beautiful for a person. I get to high school and see white girls with box braids, see cornrows in vogues. The same hairstyles I got picked on for wearing are now in high fashion. It is a slap in the face from America that said we do it better. As a little black girl, I dreamed in blonde. Bruno Mars wins Grammy of the Year using lyrics like hot, comb hot, and perm with a Puerto Rican mother and a Jewish father. This is not an attack on white America. I just wish you loved me and my people like you love my culture, because women that look like me raised a nation. I am a Black woman in America, and you don't know our stories. They are lost in translation and never really looked for after. But I love my Black like I love records and spoken word. And as a little Black girl, I dreamed in blonde. Now, as a young Black woman, I dream in the darkest tones of brown.
Now baby, now baby, now baby, now baby, will you ride for me? Will you ride for me? If we ever get caught, will you do the time with me? Baby, we could smoke and you could sit my drink with me. And don't worry about my homies, cause you know they stay with me. Stay with me, yeah, I got you up at night. Probably up in cold sweat, probably got you stressing cause you know that I ain't home yet. Don't even trip, girl, you know I'm in my zone. And I know I got you wet by the smell of my cologne. My cologne. My cologne.
Yes, I'm Native and I'm proud. Santi Oyate, I say it just like my ancestors. They took me away. Just like my ancestors, they stole my clothes. Just like my ancestors, the Wanshushu gave me a uniform. Just like my ancestors, they tell me what I can and cannot do. Just like my ancestors, they try to make me unhappy. But to them I say, O washa wakatanka washte.
The first time I got high, I was kinda shy. Hoping no one noticed that I wasn't their focus. Clouding my thoughts, making plans for all the plots, kicking it with the homies, but they were all phonies. Falling in love with feeling numb, but really I was really dumb. Chasing the dragon, eventually I fell off the wagon. All I got left to say is to thank God for another day. Thank God for another day.
My family. I'm a happy girl until I start thinking about what's important. My family. I love them so much, but my actions don't show it. My mom helps me from a distance. When she cries, I cry. She won't get any closer. Signed off on me at 15. Said she's starting to accept the way I choose to live my life. That hurts a lot. My dad took me in at 15. We lived in a small garage. He tried to give me the space we didn't have. Cup of noodles and TV dinners, that's what I ate. While he worked every day and came home late, he texted me to make sure I was safe. My dad has my heart. I'm lucky to be his little girl. I need to work on my future. I want to have my own things. A house to go to and be safe in. To hold down a job and have a hobby. Someday make a family. Honesty and trust are important to me. If I talk to you, it means I trust you. If trust gets broken, I step back. I need to be careful. My words are honest. If you ask me something, I answer truthfully. When I'm lied to, I feel hurt. I want to know why. My friends keep me moving. When I get stuck, they're there for me. When I'm doing good or bad, I can talk about what's going on in my life. They make sure I get sleep, ask if I need food. We take care of one another. I love them. My family. I love them. My family. I love them. My family. Thinking about these things can hurt, but they're important to me.
Letter to myself. Last night, I wrote a letter to myself because no one else would. I wrote about how I brighten up a stormy day, like the sun releases flowers from their underground prisons. I wrote about how my laugh can make even the coldest hearts stir in their hollow husks. I wrote about my hair, my eyes, my smile. The very elements that not only add to my beauty, but they create it. I wrote about my heart and its undeniable value, so pure and so treasured, that the ones who looked at it without a care could only do so if they were blind. I wrote about myself and how everything in me is valuable, lovable, beautiful. I wrote until my heart was at peace its contents spilled in ink across the paper. Last night, I wrote a letter to myself because no one else would. I wrote 3 simple words. I love you. It was the most beautiful letter I've ever received.
When I was little, my mom and I would shiver. I remember her saying we suffered in Mexico, so we came to the States to find something better. Now sitting in jail, I write her sad letters, wishing I didn't feel so alone. Here in the halls, my mom is the only one who answers my calls. When I'm missing her, I put my hands together. I pray that angels above protect you and the skies remain blue. Mom, I'll always love you, always love you, always love you.
I am who I am. A Mexican. I am who I am. A Mexican. I am who I am. A Mexican. Brown and white, that's my pride. Living life on the low, trying not to think about immigration knocking at my door. Taking my family while I'm on the ground, facing the flow. Mexicans, that's what we are. Not giving a crap if we pick in the fields just to make money. Come and join us and see how it feels to wake up, hoping things are okay. My uncle breaking his back every single day, praying to God to get his next pay. That's the life we live, a bunch of the pain.
Pensando con sus hijos ser felices, su cuerpo lleno de sacrificios y de cicatrices. Desde su niñez trabaja más de 12 horas diarias. A veces no descanso, pero lo que más le sobra son agallas. El campo se ha vuelto su segunda casa. Sus largas jornadas de trabajo duro lentamente pasa. Para él no hay modas, el mismo sombrero siempre lo acompaña. Y estar bajo la lluvia y el sol ya no le extraña. Sus manos viejas cosechan el fruto de tu mesa. Sin embargo, en la suya no alcanza y eso a nadie le interesa. Hay días en que se sienten una presa, pues lo que gana no es suficiente por su labor en la empresa. A veces se siente marginado, un prójimo en el olvido, y solo con llegar a casa renueva sus certidumbres y motivos.
You and I go deep like water, you and I run red like blood. You know my darkest secrets, I know what you're made of. Drip drop, the rain is falling, I hear it and it comes again. We're one rainy night flood, away from losing all we love. It's really a game you play, when you lock yourself away. You make me lie for you, cry for you, and die for you. I can't hold your head above water, I can't swim you to shore. I don't know how to fix a sinking ship or when I'm losing the war. It's a heavy load to carry, I can't hold on much more. On the surface, things look perfect, underneath is a perfect storm. I've got so much more to tell you, but we're running out of time. It's dark and dangerous, you're treading oceans in your mind. Up all night I held your hand while you wandered in the dark. You know I can't make you better when all you want to be is lost.
Beep, 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 blood flow. Empty stomach, racing, 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 to get away, to not feel. My wrinkled ball can't take it. I try to be verbal, but the drums don't work. Rain falls on the window, deep rising, fire everywhere, shutting down, nothing verbal. The wrinkled ball won't stop. Music playing, leaves rise higher. Ice is falling and the window breaks. No sounds for me, nothing to see. That's just the way it is. Sensory overload. Sensory overload. Sensory overload.
From sleeping in cars with you to walking the streets at 3 a.m. in the rain, I stood by your side throughout your struggles and never judged you. I paid close attention to the way the drugs made you happy in a way that I never could. It made me jealous as I watched the smoke you were chasing from the burning foil form a smile on your bony face. I wondered what was wrong with me that I could never satisfy you, so I turned to the pipe for my answers with your help lighting it, but ended up with nothing, only hurt, and that hurt turned slowly into hate. I guess some people are brought into our lives for lessons and not blessings.
White shoes, muddy coats, people moving around. Nobody seems to know. The ghost boys watch me. Pushing and shoving, trying to be the first. Nobody seems to realize. The ghost boys watch them. Loud sobs, messy hair, crying out for help. Nobody seems to hear. The ghost boys watch me. Tired eyes, fake smiles, masks cover up. Their true feelings, the ghost boys watch them. The ghost boys see me. The ghost boys haunt you. The ghost boys know everything, drive everything we do.
Living on the run, long waits, long walks, and fun, till the sky is dark and there is no sun. Resting one eye at a time, walking straight in a crooked line. Living in a broken home, another problem, crash and burn, always moving on, survive and learn. Living by myself, a book alone on the shelf, twisted by memories of times lived comfortably. Sad but moving on, strong, 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 strong.
In many attempts to get away, I always find myself back to this place with no trace. Sometimes I forget the world could be someone you hold. Sometimes I forget the world could be a woman in the streets you call your mother. Sometimes I think my world is coming to an end. I miss my mom. Drugs can do a lot of things, but they can never replace her.
Wishing. I've been trying to put myself together the way I think I should. I'm still just a kid. I can't do it on my own. Being and feeling alone for so long has turned my heart cold. All I've ever wished for is to be wanted.
I comfort where gunshots and sirens are off and on, where you creep with steel just to get along, where families' hearts get broken and no tears are shown, where every youngster wants a throne, kidding for sidewalks that we won't ever own. Some homies will never come home. These streets took my brother and my conscience, but many will say I'm full of nonsense. I remember when I first came around, a scared little kid lost on his way to the playground. I was 11 years old when I got in my first fist fight. I was 13 the first time I saw a gun ignite. I tried drugs, let them control my body, but not my mind. Cause if you're an addict, you're considered weak on my side. I lost my childhood at juvenile hall, no rules when I played ball. My mother cried when she found out her boys were gang members. How many times she cried, I can never remember. No letters, no phone calls, just cold showers and four walls. It's not me to complain, so I stay low key and stay in my lane. I've been in and out for 5 years now. My mom always asking why I live foul. When I'm out, I smoke till I fill my lungs. Surround myself with cold-hearted gangsters and pack guns. But even in the trenches, I still have fun. It's a war zone where I'm from. I'm from a block where one gang controls it all. The lanes slide up and are quick to fall. Where we all care for one another, defend each other like brothers. Full of love, but cold-hearted when we turn to gunners. All different characters, like from the same mother. Some goofy, some mean, some tall and some lean. Some still here, others unseen. Many people say gangsters have no heart or no feelings because of all the violence and all the cat peelings. But how can they say that when we're all still healing? I cried when I lost my brother to jail. I was mad and amazed when I saw his bail. If you want to, go out and get it. But this is for life, so make sure you don't regret it. If you only knew how long I've been down in the blues. Families and homies dying while I'm acting a fool. They say that they understand, but run away at the first clue. You might say I'm lost and confused, but trust me when I tell you I calculate my every move. I'm mature but hesitant to change. I don't want my family to see me live my life in chains. I apologize to my family for all the tears and pain, but maybe one day they'll see me change.
As I lay on my bed in my little room, I try to stop thinking of all the stress I'm consuming. I don't know what to do. Mama tells me to stay calm, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. and think of all the positive stuff I have planned in the future. She said this won't last long. You just gotta be patient, but that's one thing I don't got. That's why I'm back in my jail cell. I tried to mellow down by writing some lyrics, but my feelings so rough, feels like a roller coaster.
Hurt. The first time I used, I fell in love with the idea of never feeling depression, never feeling loss again. Methamphetamine and fentanyl running through my system, nodding out in the parks, alleys, or wherever, getting high everywhere I go, running amok. 3 a.m. is haunting hour, but I was never scared. Running the streets, driving around, camping out in cars, paints a little picture of my first time using.
When I was young, all I wished was to be older. Now I wish I would have worked a bit harder. Every day I wish to be free. My wish is the color of blue skies not fenced, the sound of traffic on my way home. My wish is something I cannot grab, my wish is never here. My wish is far but coming closer. When I was young I wished for no more fighting. Today is quiet and I wish for more. The pain has turned me cold, I have a different kind of bold. The time for thought is coming, my cards are about to fold.
I hate it. Marks. I hate it. The horrid marks. I hate it when I think about my abusive mother. I remember all the horrid marks she gave me. I wish these memories were discarded, gone forever.
My mom's still on drugs. I miss her so much. I don't know. I guess her first love is doing drugs. Instead of showing love to me. I love you, Mom. Unconditionally.
She told me I was beautiful, talented, and strong. But how can I believe this when all I've done is wrong? I told her that I hated her and wished that she was dead. I packed my bags and ran away, not caring what she said. Bad things happened when I was on the run. Bad things I experienced and never told no one. When I was finally done and ready to come in, she said she'd be there waiting, not worried 'cause I'm home again. When I'm feeling sad, I kiss her on the head. Watch her sleeping peacefully, knowing inside she's dead. All we kids have caused pain and tears and stress, but we don't really know how truly we are blessed. When she wakes up, she gets us to school, drives to work, works until she's told. Tired and exhausted from working all day long, she drives to visit me in juvie 'cause I have done such wrong. She drives home to fighting and a messy house. She worked so hard to get us, and we tore it all apart. She buys me gifts and food, even when she's broke. She spends her saved up money, I take it as a joke. What do I give in return? I run away, I call her names, never do what I am told. I steal, I lie, I smoke, and don't try, I should be left out in the cold. I've done wrong, I cannot change, it's time to say goodbye. Who could ever love someone who doesn't even try? She is my mom, I'm proud to say, my guardian angel watching over me each day.
Growing up, my mom was there for me. When I turned 11, she got a new job. She would be in charge, preventing her from being home with my siblings and me. I couldn't understand why she spent so much time working. I learned it was good to work, and I got curious. One day, I asked, "Would you take me to your job? I need money too." She said I was crazy. I tried to be smart. "You do it," I said. It can't be that bad. Even having heard her aching complaints. At 6 a.m. she woke me. It's already late. I was so confused. 14 years old, working in the fields. attending school. My grades were pretty good. So what happened? What happened? What happened?
Eres hermosa, mi mariposa, you saved me from lonesome. Poured the liquor out my cup, I screamed at you, pushed you away, you never gave up. Mi abuelita, te amo con todo mi alma, perdóname, you've gone through enough. I know time is running, I don't want you to go. Eres hermosa, mi mariposa, my beautiful old lady. Without you, I'd probably be dead. You told me to never be like your daughter, mi madre. I've disappointed you, I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm almost home, mama, please don't give up on me, nunca.
Nana, mi abuelita querida, oh, how I love and yearn for you. Absent for my 17th birthday, do you still remember your granddaughter? 2 centuries, 2 worlds, but 1 relationship. From 5,176 miles away, do I still matter to you? The same way I mattered when life took me unwillingly from your motherly touch. I ask God, why do I call another woman my grandmother? I assure you, grandmother, every time I blow out my candles, I wish for you to be by my side, in that long traditional dress, which defines both of our struggles. I would implore you to come here, but that would be selfish. I cry when I see your picture, though you're still alive. There is an emptiness by my side every time I blow out my candles. You weren't there when I took my first steps. You weren't there when I said mom. You weren't there when I graduated high school, but Nana, you were there when my mom gave birth in a dark place, with my dad out here when I came into this world. Stop feeding and hiding your pain. I'm scared I will only see you on your deathbed, because I will be in another country, chasing my dreams and yours. I hope you understand that I love you. Nana, mi abuelita querida, skunije ehovita.
I am resting in a place where my mind is free. I am walking in grace, a smile on my face. I am laughing. Joy overwhelms my soul. Beyond the confusion and complaining, I breathe in stillness. Of quiet moments, I strive to learn and grow, led by strength and motivation. Filled with determination for my destinations. Grounded in peace, grounded in love. Grounded in love.
I'm your host, Craig Rosen with CENTRIC. I produce this show to provide a platform for young people. I want to give them an opportunity for their voices to be heard. So as adults who interact or come into contact with at-risk and system-engaged teens, let's be responsible as a community and try to offer something. Even a lack of judgment is a great starting point. So many of these teens struggle with drugs. They need our support. They need alternatives to the choices they are making. Most of them need better parents, too. For any young person listening to the show who has thought about writing poetry but never tried it, I encourage you to go for it. Many of the writers I work with have not written poetry before or done any kind of creative writing. I tell my students that they can become remarkable poets with their first piece of writing. They may not have mastered the language, but they can lay bare emotional truths that are raw and impossible to ignore. I edit their work and I tell them that professional writers have editors, so why shouldn't they? I always show them the edited pieces, and if there's anything that I change that they want changed back, it goes back. It's their work. My friend and former bandmate Kenny Dredd, who adds the music, has never met or interacted with the writers. I send him their recitations, and he does his thing on Pro Tools using music from a library that is licensed by CAPS Radio. We do publish chapbooks with the Ventura County Arts Council, and if you'd like to learn more about our literary programs, Fernando Salinas is our Director of Literary Programs. We have Poet Laureate and Youth Poet Laureate as well, and you can find us on www.vcartscouncil.org, vcartscouncil.org. CENTRIC is a partnership with the Ventura County Arts Council, CAPS Radio, and the Ventura County Probation Agency. This program is supported by funds from the California Arts Council's Jump Starts Grant Program. In closing, I'd like to say again, thanks for listening. Opinions expressed on CENTRIC do not necessarily represent those of KPPQ.